Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Opening day for season number 2 is underway, and we're here in Las Vegas for a 12:35 Eastern start, meaning it's like 9:30 or like 10:30 out there today. I don't know why the schedule makers did this, but I have to follow along with the schedule in chronological order because we do have the bottom ticker turned on. I didn't turn this off. You can turn it off, but I got to go in order because otherwise you're going to get spoilers for games that happened before or after. You know what I mean? So I got to follow along with the schedule here. All right, let's get into this action here. We got a man on second base here. That is Absol Jericho. Top two, Joe Cheltenham facing off against Heath Calvert. He's going to give up a RBI single. So Cheltenham in a little bit of trouble here. Bottom two, Will Smith, the ace of the Chicago Breeze, going to walk one of the best hitters for the Nuggets, Nelson De La Cruz. It's going to load the bases with two down. Clutch situation here for the Breeze. They will shut it down. So that little mini threat by the Nuggets goes by the wayside. Let's go top third. Trey Mashburn, the big-time hitting first baseman, is going to deliver an RBI single with one down. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Absol Jericho in the top of the third inning there with Trey Mashburn on first base. He's going to blast a two-run shot. First of the season, and he's got the little dab moves too. 352-foot bomb. Of course, with that Albert Pujols stance and swing, you know he's good for it. Let's go top third here still. That's Turner Scarrow, the shortstop, and we've got a little problem out there in left field. Not going to be able to corral this one easily, efficiently, cleanly, and it's 5-0 Chicago. And that'll do it for Joe Cheltenham. So, you know, the Breeze, they just had a game plan against Cheltenham, the big lefty, and they implemented it, and they were successful at it. So, you know, kudos to those guys. They do get a double play here against the Nuggets offense, and it's just not turning out to be a very good day for Las Vegas. Trey Mashburn comes up yet again here in the top of the fourth. He was literally just up to bat in the third. They've been batting around everywhere, and Trey Mashburn goes deep. I don't know what he wants second base for. He says, forget about it. Slam dunk. 106. I mean, he destroyed that baseball. And when we look at this yet again, I mean, that was not a lot of loft on that thing. Not a lot of launch angle. I mean, that was just a line drive home run getting into right field. Unbelievable. Nice power there by Trey Mashburn. Will Smith still slicing and dicing up the Nuggets. He's going to get Santos. He's going to get the rookie Dugan. And he's going to get Joe Warren as well. That's 3 strikeouts in the fourth inning. Still 7-0 game. Top 5, Turner Scarrow. Already has a nice knock here today. It's going to get one stolen away by Tyron Rex out there in center field. The game might be over, guys. But that's not going to matter to these Nuggets players. It's a 162-game season. You have to put your best foot forward. You got to give it everything you've got. What a catch by Tyron Rex. Unbelievable play out there in center field. Turner Scarrow comes up in the top of the 8th, already 7-0, and another home run to right field. This short porch, man. If I'm the Nuggets hitters, I gotta go out there. I gotta go test that out there. Home run for Scarrow makes it 8-0. Let's go bottom 9. Trying to close this thing down. Jose Franco is out there, by the way. A pitcher that was acquired from Michigan. If you guys remember, at the deadline, Chicago could not make the postseason. Gives up a 2-run home run to the rookie there, Terrence Fletcher. It's got to be a rookie. How do you not have any GGBL home runs in your career? Might not have any power. I don't know. I'd have to take a look. I don't really remember what this guy's deal is. But, of course, the hazing inside the dugout for his first home run. Of course, it makes sense, too, why nobody would be paying attention anyway. If you wanted to go the serious route, it's 8-0. 8-2 after the 2-run blast. But congratulations to the Chicago Breeze getting an early season victory here. Obviously, they're going to be looking to sweep at this point against these Nuggets. I hope that the Nuggets do come back and show some fight after what was a pretty pitiful performance. I'm not going to lie to you. Joe Cheltenham, 5 earned today in 2 1/3. He just did not last at all. He had a stolen base there for Jericho, Will Smith, and Franco. That was a nice little team up there. 4 1/3 and then 4 2/3 for Franco. Nice little nifty player to have in your back end, a guy that can go a little deep like that, right? Let's head out to Oklahoma City. We've got an AL West matchup here between the San Antonio Bandits taking on the Oklahoma City Cyclones. We've got Connor Slater on the mound. He throws very hard. 176 strikeouts, not a very respectable ERA by any means last year, 4.69, and it's going to get started off pretty much the way that it ended last year, giving up a big base knock there to Cleet Braxton, guy that I really love Cleet Braxton, and I really like Grayson Fields, a 3-run homer in the first inning off of Connor Slater. Bandits already rocking the new road look with the black uniform, the gray pants. They used to go all red with black pinstripes. Look kind of cool, but we're trying to limit the gaudy, okay? In Season 2, we're trying to limit the gaudy. So they're looking good. They're feeling good. I like San Antonio this season. I think Humberto Feliz picks it up a notch, steps it up this season. Went 7-12 last year, really unlike him. I think San Antonio can make a playoff push yet again like they did last year. Just fell a little short there. The Nuggets ended up winning the West, making the postseason. But, you know, Feliz has got to figure it out, man. He's got to step up. He's their best overall rated pitcher. And in the second inning, he had a clean first inning. But in the second, Kevin Dixon comes through with a 2-run shot. They got an RBI, a batter before. And now it's all tied up again, 3-3. Percy Burnside. This should be a base knock here right past Braden Leroy. Simeon Karev with a nice throw into third base to halt the runner's advance. And that's going to do it for Connor Slater. So the ace for Oklahoma City. Pitched pretty decently, but they've got a little mini threat happening here. Alfredo Silva's got to find a way to shut it down. Don't allow those runs to get tacked onto your teammate. That's really what your job is. But not very impressive numbers, man. 25 Ks, 15 walks. Bierbauer comes up. Already had his first GGBL base hit earlier in the game. I just did not show it. It's not a guy that I totally marketed. I forgot to add him into the draft class. And now you've got Alonso Soto here. Line drive, foul, and then swings at this pitch, and Silva gets him. So Silva works out of the jam. Cyclones have an opportunity here to come back. So bottom sixth, we've got Whitman staring it down and taking the strikeout. Top 7, Byron Ernesto comes through with a base hit. That's going to score a run. 4-3 now, San Antonio. They take the lead back. Remember, they had that lead 3-0. They allowed OKC to come all the way back, but they've regained the lead now, 4-3. So still top 7. Matt Campos comes through with a base hit here down the line. He'll roll in with a double. Nice throw back in from shortstop to halt the runner from third. So they stay put. Grayson Fields comes up, though, and that's a base hit. Line drive, frozen rope to center field, scoring 2 runs. That is a 2 RBI single for Grayson Fields, man. I think he's our player of the game. He's got to be. Let's go bottom 8. Berger comes up with 1 down and a 1-0 pitch. He got a juicy one to hit. It's off the wall. He's going to roll into second base for an RBI, a 2 RBI actually. Double. Berger comes through with a huge knock, making this thing back to a 1-run game. It's now 6-5 San Antonio. So now Chester Wingrove, the 27-year-old minor league player, has never pitched in the GGBL. So this is basically his debut. Didn't have any numbers last year. Berger steals third with 1 down. Now the sac fly's in play. Man, he must have been seeing a hamburger over there. A Big Mac. He's seeing stuff, man. He's seeing stuff. He's got wheels now. He's got wheels. He can steal bags. He needs some motivation. Ground ball to second. Not going to get the job done. And then another ground ball here to Campos. He's in the outfield grass, and he's able to make the throw to prevent Berger from scoring from third. So Campos comes through, and San Antonio now with their closer, Terry Goff, had 50 saves last year and 54 attempts. He's basically automatic, but now he's in a little trouble. Ken Jordan gets on with a walk, and now they're going to pinch run Jordan for Granger Turley. I love that name, by the way. It's a great name. Got some speed out there, but Percy Burnside and Goff, look at that team up. They knew he was going. The pitch out was called, and they gunned him down. And man, he threw it hard too. He gave Burnside every opportunity to nab this runner. 97 in a pitch out. He was dead to rights, man. He was way out. So 1-2 pitch up coming here to Kevin Dixon. He's already 1 for 3 with a home run, but not today, not this at bat. Tough loss there for OKC. They came back, but San Antonio was just that much better. They're just a little bit better. They're more of a complete team, I feel like. Grayson Fields, your player of the game here, 2 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBIs today. Impressive performance. Humberto Feliz, 3 strikeouts, and then look at the top of the order there. 3 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. A lot of guys at the top of the order for the Bandits just raking today against Cyclones pitching. Feliz again goes 6 innings with 3 Ks, 3 earned. That's a quality start. But other than Berger, just nothing really happening here. You had Kevin Dixon with the 1 hit, 2-run homer, 2 ribbies. But yeah, you know, the pitching for OKC it was a struggle last year. Seems to be a struggle this year. Gonna have to figure that out, or they're gonna have to make a trade here during trade day to get that part of their team solidified a little bit better. All right, let's head on out to Times Square Stadium. We've got the Columbus Cardinals taking on the New York Pizzazz. Andres Huerta is a guy that's on your fantasy game if you guys have been playing in that. Really pretty respectable numbers last season. 3.01 ERA, 1.2 WHIP. Win-loss record doesn't show that too much. He went 11-12 last year. John Choi kind of in a similar boat there. 3.91 with 13-11 record. A lot of losses for these guys, but they have some good stuff, as you guys can see. Freddie Foley, big-time free agent acquisition for New York. He's going to go down on strikes. Swinging, by the way, off of John Choi. So these guys have some good stuff. Should be a kind of a pitching battle, I think, between these two pitchers, but we'll see how it all plays out here. Top 2, got a double play opportunity here. There's Park and trying to swing it around. Frankie Bowen's able to get to first base with his speed. Then you got Kenny Spicer coming up. That is a big-time knock. Not enough for a home run, but it's trouble. Columbus got guys rounding the bags here. We got a possible triple. Yes, Kenny Spicer comes through with a triple. It is now 2-0 Columbus early in the game. Still top second. Lou Jernigan, base hit, almost a 2-for-1. Taking the umpire's head off and Huerta's head off. Lou Jernigan, the veteran here for the Cardinals. Boom, look at that. Woo! It's a hot shot, man. It's a hot shot. So 3-0 Columbus. We're going to jump to the bottom of the second inning, and Brody Bush, kind of little fisticuffs. Swing right there. A little inside-out swing. Protection mode. And he gets his first GGBL base hit. So congratulations to that rookie from a season ago. And now they got Lauren Duncan coming up. He's got a chance to make something happen here, down by 3, but Mario Mazza able to make the play. Top third, Daniel Anderson striking out against Huerta. Huerta's been kind of shutting it down here after that little mini blip on the radar. He's able to figure this out. Freddie Foley in a 3-2 pitch here. That is a base hit. Good clutch hit right there for New York. He's going to score the run, and Foley comes through for New York's first run of the game. Lefty-lefty matchup, too. Not easy for Foley against Choi. Bottom 4, DeMarcus King, the power-hitting second baseman, trying to go deep, but off of Choi, very hard thing to do. He's going to fly out there to left field. Let's go top 6th. We do have a reliever on out there. That is Pedro Gallegos. He's going to give up a walk here. Now, Riley Barr comes up, the hot-hitting catcher. I say hot-hitting. In opening day, I just mean good hitting. He's a very good hitter. Gonna drive in another run. It's now 4-1 Columbus. New York's got to get this thing figured out here pretty quickly. So bottom 6 we go. Delman Marsh comes on, and he's gonna walk the bases loaded. So King draws a walk. It's now to Lauren Duncan yet again, and he will ground out to pitcher. Little flip to home plate, and that's a forced out to end the inning. So unfortunately for New York, they can't muster up any offense, man. They've just been a struggle all day long. And that struggle might continue. Matos comes on. That's the closer for the Cardinals. 49 attempts last season, 45 saves, only 4 that were blown. DeMarcus King going to strike out. He's 0 for today. Lauren Duncan has had some opportunities today to come through in the clutch with runners on, but bases are cleared right now. He gets on. That's what the job is, though. So he does come up a little clutch. Lewis Battle continues the inning as he's going to get on with a base knock. That's not going to score Duncan. Going to play this a little conservatively, but that does set up for a double play opportunity. You need a ground ball here against the top of the order. They do get the ground ball, but a dive by McQueen, one of the fastest players in the GGBL, gets to the ball, but can't get an out. So we do have one down here still. That is Junquain Park with the ground ball, and the double play that Columbus was looking for. They got it, and the game is over. So Park grounds out into the double play. That is McQueen teaming up with Mazza, and the Cardinals will get a victory here. John Choi getting credited with the win. Had 4 walks today with 1 earned. Was not particularly great, but he was good enough, right? And then Huerta with only 3 earned. He went 4 innings. Would have liked to see him go a little longer, but he kept his team in it. That's all you can really ask for, right? But for the 4 walks, that's just kind of uncharacteristic of John Choi. Junkwon Park actually had a pretty good game for the Pizzazz. Bendito had the 1 hit there in the 9th, but Huerta, again, the 3 earned, 4 innings. Again, you like to see that guy go a little bit longer, but he was solid. He had a solid performance here today in opening day. All right, Iowa taking on the Wisconsin Maples. We have an AL Central battle here, and Elliot Cora was a big focus point, a driver into why this team got all the way to the ALCS last season. He's a winning pitcher. He's a good pitcher. Got a lot of strikeouts as well. He's going to get Matt Justice here, the big-time hitter for the Maples, to swing on and miss to end the first inning. Casey Brown goes 12-12 last year, had a respectable ERA at 3.79. He's going to strike out Sebastian Salvatore. Top 2 in a 2-2. Cortez is going to go down, so Cora gets another strikeout. 3-2 pitch here against Nick Drake, and he's going to go down too. So both pitchers, Casey Brown and Elliot Cora, seeming to shut down the opposing offense here through 3 innings. Terry Haas comes up with a single. That's his first GGBL hit. He was one of our custom prospects that was drafted last season, and Terry! He must have got a little nervous, man. The jitters are flying with this guy. He's got a lot of speed. He was looking to steal that base, but he did get picked off. Again, Casey Brown is just a very savvy-looking pitcher. 5 strikeouts now for Cora in the 4th. Looks to be a nice ground ball. Easy play. No, a little tough play for Xavier Hawkins. What a play at shortstop. In the outfield grass. Threw that thing 88 miles an hour on 1 leg. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. Got a really good middle infield. One of the best middle infields in the GGBL, man. You got Hawkins, you got Salvatore at second. Very, very good. So bottom 4 now. 2-2 pitch. Matt Justice throws in the outfield. What are we doing? We got some jitters over there on the right side of the infield. Terry Haas getting picked off. Matt Justice not making a play. Throws it in the outfield. I don't know what's going on here. Ground ball to Justice. Oh my goodness. He's just wilding, man. He's wilding out here. That's a tough, tough play. Like, take the easy out at first. They actually almost got the double play. That's what's crazy about that. But in the bottom of the 4th, Jose Andino comes through with a base hit. That will score at least 1 run. Now, runners on the corners still set up for that double play. That's what we're looking for if you are the Maples. They'll end up getting it. They'll turn that double play. Let's go to the top of the 5th inning here as Aiden Oliver comes up with a base hit. So offense has not been able to do too much here for the Maples, but Aiden says, don't worry, guys. I'll just do everything myself. Steals second base, steals third base off a great catcher, Adam Perez. Oof. 2 straight stolen bases for Aiden Oliver. One of the most dynamic players in the GGBL. Doesn't get a lot of coverage here because he plays for Wisconsin. But Cortez does draw a walk here with 1 down again. Nothing hurt if you're Iowa because you do have the double play in order. But they do get a strikeout against rookie Jimbo Crawford. That is number 7 for Elliot Cora. Next batter up is Souza Barbosa. Little ground ball here. Little flip from Salvatore. That's the end of the 5th inning. And again, Wisconsin, despite all the heavy lifting from Aiden Oliver, just cannot get anything crossed. Casey Brown is still out there. That's a strikeout on a good hitting catcher, Adam Perez. Yes, he's good defensively. Yes, he's good offensively. He's a very complete catcher. He's going to strike him out. He'll walk Corey Davis, the first baseman, and that's going to do it for Casey Brown. So a very valiant performance, but a little disappointing. You have to be a little disappointed in the fact that your offense just couldn't come through for you. It's going to be an interesting storyline to watch out for is in his starts, does Wisconsin's offense show up? It's going to be, we'll have to keep our tabs on that one. Terry Haas, another base hit here. That's going to move the runners up 1 bag. So runners on first and second now. Haas has now 2 hits in his GGBL debut. And then Xavier Hawkins somehow, like, how did he even hit this baseball? I have no idea, but it's going to score another run for Iowa. It is now 2-0. Reapers in the bottom of the 5th. Carlton got to find a way to shut this thing down. He finally does. He's going to get George Cruz, the left fielder. Let's go to the top of the 6th inning. We have Paul Moore coming up with already a runner on first base. Going to get the second with this base hit. So Wisconsin's now in business now that Casey Brown is out of the game. Go figure that. But now double play is in order here. Hawkins to Salvatore. Took a big hit right there with a slide, but able to get the throw off, and that's a double play turned. 2-2 pitch here to Matt Justice, the big hitter. He's just not had a good opening day. That is strikeout at least number 2 of the game, and we're going to head out here to the top of the 8th with a runner on. Now, Wisconsin, even though they didn't come through in the 6th, they have an opportunity here a couple innings later with Iowa's bullpen. So Jacobs is trying to shut this little mini push down. That is Feliz with a walk. It is now bases loaded for Matt Justice. In a full count, can the big man come through? He cannot. That is another strikeout for Justice. That is 2 outs now for Wisconsin. And they're going to go back to the bullpen here with Tomo Hyundai. 3-1 pitch to Avante Duckworth. Big time hitter, big power hitter. Got to limit the damage. Almost got to give him the Bonds treatment, man. They'll walk him, they'll pitch around him a little bit. I don't think that was intentional, but I think it works all the same. And then Aiden Oliver, you don't want to face this guy either. But Hyundai comes through with a nasty pitch that gets Aiden Oliver to just sit there and look at it. Bottom 8 we go. Jose Andino. Gonna put the nail in the coffin in this one, I think. 108 exit velo on that home run. 3-run shot. 5-1 now. And that should do it. And it will. Great play by Salvatore. Great defense. Reapers will get the win, guys. 5-1. And it was a pretty dominating performance, I'd have to say. I mean, they really shut down Wisconsin's offense. They're not any slouches on offense. They got some good players on offense over there for Wisconsin. But the Reapers were just better. Their pitching was better. They had some moments where Wisconsin could break through, and they shut it down. Offensively, I mean, what's left to talk about with their offense? I mean, you've got guys like Salvatore and Drake and Corey Davis at first, and Xavier Hawkins coming through, and Terry Haas is a big-time player for them now. Like, look at that offense, what they did. Hawkins went 3 for Andino. You don't really anticipate him hitting a lot of home runs, but he got one today. 8 strikeouts from Cora. Very, very solid team here. Now let's get out to our last matchup of the night. 2 teams that don't like each other very much. Of course, they're rivals in their own division, but in general, we have some lore with these 2 teams. LA and Seattle. Janier Rivera, Cy Young winner last year, MVP winner last year in the NL, 18-5 record. Guy's just a beast. Got the knuckleball. He loves the knuckleball. But Brent Miller was ready for it here. That's a leadoff double for Seattle. It's a good way to start, making your presence felt out here on the road. Got a little lucky there, right down the line. That's going to give the number 2 hitter here a chance. It's Coop Wally. He's going to strike out. Tough pitch to hit. That's the knuckleball. On 2 strikes. Go figure that. Got to be ready for it. 2-2 pitch here. Knuckleball. KJ always draws the tough matchups in gameplay, man. He's always getting lefty on lefty. Striking out on the knuckleball. Joshua Tora. 1-2 pitch. There it is again. Knuckleball. I think if you're Seattle, you got to watch out for that. 2-strike knuckleball. That's it. Janiel Rivera, he's not that hard. He's pretty easy. 2 strikes, look for the knuckleball. Now a team that's got Charles Hemingway's number is LA. But so far, pitching pretty good here. He's going to strike out Baco. He's going to strike out Almanzar. And against Janiel Rivera, 2-2 pitcher. Let's see what he's got here. That's a ground ball, and that should be an out here. Damian Campbell, what are you doing? Throws it at the bat boy. Janiel gets on to second base after the error. I mean, he just rocketed that towards KJ. You don't need to rocket it, dude. You had time. Oh, my God. Oh. That's brutal. It gives LA a chance, but KJ is there for the out. He's going to take it himself, so I want to say clean first inning, but not really with the error. I think they got a little lucky right there. Let's go top 2. Seattle can't get anything across on Janiel. He's starting to settle in and figure these guys out a little bit. Lederman with the nice play. Giovanni Ortiz, the good hitting catcher. He's part of your fantasy game if you have him. He's got a single for you. Next batter up is Ethan Lederman. Going to swing and a miss through that fastball. Hit 96. Did Charles Hemingway here. 3-2 pitch to David Bayak. Oh, baby. He wasn't fooled on that one. That one got out in a hurry. 101 on the exit velo. Look at that. 3-2 pitch, too. You don't see a lot of 3-2 home runs. Normally, like, you're just trying to protect. You're trying to take it the other way. But, man, high and inside fastball. Just turned on that baby. Did a lot of damage to that thing. Let's go top third with 2 outs. Brent Miller's going to get on with a double, sliding in safely. He's got him figured out. He's got Janiel figured out here. That is now 2 doubles for Brent Miller. That's a base hit here by Coop Waller, but that's not going to score the run. So he does extend the inning here for KAJ to get another shot. 1-1 pitch, and that's another knuckleball here. And KAJ going deep. That is left center field off the wall. That's going to at least score 1. KAJ rolling into second. It is 2-2. I love the little rivalry happening here between these two guys. KAJ and Janiel could be brewing. Year 1 was something. It was leaning a lot towards Janiel. But I think it's starting to come back to KAJ a little bit. This back and forth battle. Love it. Let's go top 6 as Irizarry puts a charge into this one. A 1-2 pitch. Again, another knuckleball by Janiel Rivera. I think Seattle's got this figured out now. He likes to throw the knuckle on 2 strikes. Solo home run for the Emeralds, putting them on top, 3-2. Love it. Let's jump ahead. Let's get Giuseppe Young on the mound. 3.51, 1.37 whip. Respectable numbers, respectable averages, but strikeouts and walks, he does walk a lot of batters. And in a situation where you got a man on third, you definitely needed to get this guy out. That's Ariano, the first baseman. He's going to walk him. Next batter up is Giovanni Ortiz. Little fly ball, base hit. It's going to get you guys an RBI. So if you had Ortiz on your fantasy team, he's doing you well out here. Game is now tied, 3-3. And the inning's not over yet. Still with 1 down. Lederman comes up, and that is a hot shot single up the middle. Could have a play at the plate. No. They're going to end up checking it over there to third base. Avoid that runner, taking third, taking the extra bag. Leaving runners on first and second. Double play still in order here. So RBI single by Lederman. The game is now 4-3. LA is on top. Here's a base hit here to Bayak. He's been hot today. Throw comes into home. Strong throw from right field. Irizarry. Good throw. But now Mathos comes up. Has a chance to do some damage. He's going to swing on through this one. Giuseppe Young's got to come through. 3-2 pitch here to Shannon. He's going to strike out. Crisis averted for Seattle. Yes, they gave up the lead, but it could have been a lot worse. LA's just that type of team. Ken Flaherty time. We're going to skip ahead to the 9th inning, guys. They can't score any more runs on LA. This man blew 11 saves last year, and he's going to blow another one. Javier Calzado. Solo shot, making this thing 4-4 with nobody down. There's still room to get more if you're the Emeralds. 414-foot bomb for Calzado, and Seattle has come back. Let's take one more look at this swing again. Boom! See you later. Get off me, ball. 2-2 pitch here. Ground ball. Oh, really weird hop for Lederman. He can't make the play. Damian Campbell is going to get out with a base hit and infield single, but take another look here. Must have hit like a rock or something. Like, that's a weird hop. If it was just a little bit more clean of a hop, I think Lederman gets the out there. But 2-2 pitch. Miller's been hot all game long, but he's not going to come through in the clutch here. That's a foul out as Shannon makes the play. Kent Flaherty will get a strikeout on the leadoff hitter. And now it's up to Coop Waller. 2 down, full count pitch. That is a base hit down the line. Umpire says it's fair. It's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Here comes the throw back in. It's not going to be in time. Seattle will score. It's 5-4. Coop Waller comes through with the RBI double. Ken Flaherty has now gone from possibly closing this thing down to giving up the lead, now potentially getting the loss. But it's up to Darren Holt. It's up to the Seattle bullpen. Can they shut it down? LA's never dead. Mathhouse strikes out. Darren Holt pumped up. Everybody in Seattle's loving this thing, but Shannon comes through with a deep drive to right. It's going to be off the wall. Got to get this thing in cleanly. They do. No errors. You can't give up a triple there. 1 out double, and now it turns the lineup over to the top of the order. Almanzar, deep drive to left. Josho giving chase at the wall, at the track. He makes the catch. Oof. A 2-run homer right there would have won him the game. But again, they're not out of this yet. You got to get Baco, the number 2 hitter, because Janil Rivera sits behind him on the on-deck circle. And they got him. A curveball from Holt gets the swing and miss. And Seattle will stave off the LA comeback. And not as important because they ended up winning the game, but you just had to get Baco there. If you got Janil Rivera coming up next, he's probably going to hit a clutch 3-run home run. I mean, my goodness. LA is just so tough, but Seattle able to hold on and get this victory here. KAJ, 2 ribbies. He had a great game from Brett Miller as well with 3 hits. Hemingway was good in 4 innings with 7 strikeouts. Nobody walked for Hemingway. He did a great job. A lot of strikeouts for the LA Knights on offense. Couple stolen bases there for Baco and Almanzar, but Janil was pretty good too. Don't discredit his performance. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks. You really got to blame that loss on Kent Flaherty. The bullpen, all things considered, everybody else did their job except for Kent Flaherty. Blew it up, and Seattle coming back to win the ball game. So hats off to Seattle. Good game for LA. But, man, that was probably the best game out of all of the ones I showed you guys here tonight. Leave a like if you like this thing. The rest of the opening day games will be shown tomorrow, Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then on Sunday, we're going to show the game of the week, which is going to be Colorado against Richmond. So Richmond's actually going to Colorado in that high-powered offensive stadium, man. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited to go live with you for that one. And I'll see you guys then. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.